Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down to serious...
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the pace and dynamism that this fella, Alejandro Garnacho, brings, I think, will always carry some menace. He's capable of coming up with a goal of the season. He's got that in his locker. But I kind of enjoy the little selfishness he's brought to his game. Maybe one or two of his teammates get a bit frustrated at times, but I like the fact that he's willing to go it alone.
Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Garner. Mikolenko. Grealish. Mikolenko. Dewsbury Hall. Out to the left it goes. Played through for the wide man. Grealish. Grealish! It's a loose ball. Sanchez, could be danger here, a chance to play it in, a real chance, it's in, they have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Palmer. Oh, what a Garnacho! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. João Pedro. Grealish moved on forwards, and now the breakaway. He's found the way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Idrissa Gueye. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, good spread. Ndiaye. Nice physical challenge. Palmer. Garnacho. Well, they can break here. Chalobah. Cucurella, aim forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Patterson. Well, there's a probing ball. Palmer wins the duel this time. Tries a measured ball. Colwill forwards and with intent. Palmer. Fernandes. He has found the way through. Garner. And here's Grealish. Spread out to the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Colwill, gently done. Fernandes. And it's played forward. Garnacho. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. Garnacho. Defending of the desperate variety. And reclaimed it in a trice. James. Now here's the delivery. Branthwaite attempts a clearance. Idrissa Gueye. Ndiaye. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Boys bustling, and the shots! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Garnacho. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Idrissa Gueye. Garner. Tarkowski. Idrissa Gueye. Garner. Grealish. Branthwaite. Garner. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Tries to dink it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Garner shifted upfield. James cuts it out. Cucurella. Fernandez. Palmer. Garnacho. Cucurella. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's played into the area. Tarkowski tries to clear. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get free. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Garner. Idrissa Gueye. Mikolenko. It's a delicate pass. Palmer. James. Palmer. Fernandez. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to clear it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Driving on and making good progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Garnacho. Very nicely done. Caicedo. Garnacho. Real chance! And claimed it back swiftly. Tarkowski. Braithwaite. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Palmer. Garnacho, aim forwards. Tarkowski. Garner, gently done. Greenish providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control. Over to the left. Dewsbury Hall. That's a good... And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
moved on forwards. And it's Palmer. Great defending, strong and determined. Dewsbury Hall. Gay. Out to the left it goes. A heavy challenge. James. Fernandez. And it's played forward. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a quick glance. Greenish, forwards and with intent. It's a threatening ball. Now that's a fine challenge. Garnacho has created one goal already. Sanchez, one ball by the goalkeeper. Colwell. Caicedo. Palmer. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Tarkowski. Idris again. It's a lovely, neat pass. Dewsbury Hall, spread out to the left. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Fernandez with a fine tackle. Cucurella. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Garnacho. Palmer. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. Palmer. Fernandez. James. Lovely bit of skill. Produces a cross. Oh, what a climb! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Diallo gets it away.
And he decides to cross it. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Garnacho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Fernandez. Caicedo. Caicedo shifted upfield. And it's Cucurella. Oh, such a clever touch. Great challenge, time to perfection. Dewsbury Hall. João Pedro. Patterson. Tarkowski. Idris again. Garner. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Well timed, excellent interception. Dewsbury Hall. Grealish. Palmer. Can he spark a counter here? James. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mikolenko, gently done. And it's Grealish. Plenty waiting in the middle. Can he find the finish? Colwell, and it's played forward. Garnacho. Tarkowski has given away a free kick. Tarkowski is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Grealish. Moved on forwards. Patterson. Patterson forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Colwell. Fernandez shifted upfield. And here's Garnacho. And it's Cucurella. Garnacho tries across. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Palmer was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Patterson. Tarkowski. Garner. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye. Patterson. Ndiaye. Dewsbury Hall! And they can counter here. Garnacho. And he welcomes it in. Idrissa Gueye. Ndiaye. Garnacho does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Leave it to the left. Garnacho. Palmer. Garner, gently done. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. Palmer. Fernandez. James crosses. Branthwaite. Garner. Branthwaite. Tarkowski. Dewsbury Hall. Tarkowski. Moved on forwards. João Pedro. He's got away. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? And here's Garnacho. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tarkowski. Quality ball. Short changes him with that pass. Cucurella, and the keeper's got it again. And it's played forward. Palmer. Garnacho. That's really well manoeuvred. Tarkowski attempts a clearance. Ndiaye shifted upfield. Tries a deft little ball. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. Tarkowski. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Mykolenko. Chalobah gets across to intercept that. João Pedro. Tarkowski. Aim forwards. Patterson. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Spread out to the left. Grealish. With finesse, climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Mykolenko. Mykolenko, gently done. Moved on forwards. Gone out for a throw-in. Dewsbury Hall. Colwell. Chalobah. Fernandez. Colwell. Caicedo, forwards and with intent. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Mikolenko. Great run on the overlap here. Good play on the left-hand side here. There are a few waiting for it. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing.
Fernandes. Cucurella.
Driven forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Grealish. Decent progress down the left. And it's played forward. James. Now, what about a counter-attack? João Pedro. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. And it's James. That is lovely. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cleared away. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Branthwaite is there, and he can get that clear. And he shoots! Tarkowski with the clearance. Cucurella crosses it in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gone a begging.
Idris again. Branthwaite. That's a look and plays it forward. And that could set him on his way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Chalobah. Caicedo.
Colwell, nicely aimed pass.
Cucurella.
Colwell.
Fernandes.
Chalobah cuts out the pass.
Garnacho. Garnacho chips it through. Great defending, strong and determined.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Do have a chance to counter here.
That has been cut short. James. Fernandes.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Moved on forwards. This looks promising. Played out to the right. James delivers the ball. Now it's Grealish. Grealish shifted upfield. And here's Pop. There's the shot! Decent enough try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And it's Grealish. And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here.
Fernandes.
Patterson gets over and intercepts.
Ndiaye.
Tarkowski. Up towards the front line. Nicely intercepted.
Caicedo. Nikolenko. Branthwaite. Nikolenko. Branthwaite.
Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye.
Patterson.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Proves too strong. Caicedo.
Caicedo forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Well read, nice interception.
Idrissa Gueye. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Garnacho done delicately. Cleared away. Dewsbury Hall. Ndiaye gently done. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Cucurella. Caicedo.
Caicedo gently done. Tarkowski wins the duel this time. And it's James. James. He is through here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Dewsbury Hall. Mikolenko.
And the counter is on. Aim forwards.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Caicedo.
Moved on forwards.
Tarkowski makes the interception. Patterson. Idrissa Gueye. Patterson. That has found him in acres of space.
Oh, smashing header! He hits the net! Into the lead once more! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical, just clinical.
What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Cucurella. Caicedo. Garnacho. Caicedo. Fernandez.
Fernandez forwards and with intent.
Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. And here's Garnacho.
Great position here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Grealish. Branthwaite. Grealish.
And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too.
Caicedo. Garnacho.
Caicedo goes forward.
Oh, well measured.
Brilliantly cut out. Pickford sends that a long way.
Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro.
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Patterson. Ndiaye.
That's really well manoeuvred.
James. And it's Dewsbury Hall.
Out to the left it goes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he deliver?
Mikolenko tries across.
Cleared without complication.
Mikolenko. Grealish.
Grealish.
Mikolenko.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Idrissa takes a shot!
Chance here to counter. Cucurella. Cucurella drives forward on the overlap. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Over to the left. That's the throw. He's got away. And it's Mikolenko. And here's Dewsbury Hall. Garner. And the finish! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Colwill. Garnacho.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedro, Bino Gittins, James chooses to go cross-field, Garnacho, Palmer, takes a shot, that's got him rattled, Branthwaite, Mikolenko, Garner, Idrissa Gueye, Dewsbury Hall, defending of the desperate variety, showing good feet, MTI, well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Colwill shifted upfield. João Pedro. Bino Gittins. James. In by James. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Branthwaite. Oh, this looks sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Garner, aim forwards, and he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And it's Gueye. James. He's onto it in a flash. Calmly anticipates. Idrissa Gueye. Branthwaite. Garner, gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Dewsbury Hall.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Moved on forwards. Fernandez. Chalobah head over towards the opposite flank. Cucurella. Caicedo. Dewsbury Hall played into space. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto laid out to the left flank. Caicedo. Palmer. Out to the right. Crunching tackle. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Pedro Neto, spread out to the left. What about this cross? Palmer. And here's the chance to counter. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Dewsbury Hall laid out to the left flank. Garner, and he goes cross-field. Idrissa Gueye, can he latch on to this? It's out for a goal kick. Colwell forwards and with intent. Palmer. Pedro. Palmer. And he's running. Great chance! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! What remarkable powers of recovery! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Branthwaite. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nice touch. Dewsbury Hall knocks it out wide. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall! Split-second reaction.
Dewsbury Hall actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Picks it up out wide. Cucurella. Now the cross. Well, that is asking for trouble. He can get that clear. And they've got a throw. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tarkovsky. Mikolenko, forwards and with intent. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Ndiaye. And it's Patterson. Patterson hurtling down that right flank. Out of play for a throw. Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye.
Chance! His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And it's Dewsbury Hall. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Caicedo. Looking to break at pace. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Bino Gittins. João Pedro. Bino Gittins. James. Bino Gittins. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Grealish. Looks a header! He will be livid with himself. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Caicedo. João Pedro. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Fernandez puts a cross in. Garner. Mikolenko. Grealish. Idrissa Gueye. Garner. Cucurella. Palmer. Bino Gittins. And it's James. Thinks one through. Tarkowski gets rid without sophistication.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Played out wide. James with the slide tackle there. Oh, it's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. And here's Grealish. Grealish. Garner. Out to the left it goes. Dewsbury Hall. Over to the left. Oh, it's come loose. Colwell shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Time to deliver.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tarkowski, gently done. Ndiaye. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Cucurella. Pedro Neto.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he cuts out a supply. Bino Gittins. Greenish wins the duel this time. Dewsbury Hall played out towards the right wing. Played out to the right. That was a brilliant interception. Cucurella gets it clear. Tarkowski aim forwards. Oh, that's neat. And it's Patterson.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out to the right. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Branthwaite. Oh, good-looking ball. Ndiaye. Spread out to the left. That'll be a throw-in. Grealish. Grealish. It's Gueye! Oh, that is rather wayward. Patterson gets over and intercepts. Patterson getting this one clear. Ball's gone out of play. Pedro Neto. Looking for a decent ball in. Cucurella. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Pop. Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Played towards the other side. Idrissa Gueye. Now it's Ndiaye, and it's Patterson. Can he get onto this? Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers.
Well, that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Branthwaite. Mikolenko. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Tarkowski. Tarkowski, that's a sharp pass. Bino Gittins. Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to clear it. Through. Pedro Neto. Danger averted for now. Back to the goalkeeper. Chalobah. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Long time, excellent interception. Patterson. Idrissa Gueye. Ghana. Idrissa Gueye. And it's played forward. Chalobah forwards and with intent. So what can they make of this? Tarkowski is the guilty party there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
James does really well to win the ball there. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good spread. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Well read, nice interception. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Oh, they could be caught out here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
They are right into last chance territory.
Well, Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out to the right.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That looks a good ball through. That's going to go a long way. That's been won straight back. Colwell.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Chalobah. Caicedo. Colwell looks to the other side. James.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Idrissa Gueye laid out to the left flank. Dewsbury Hall, out to the left it goes. He is just caressing the ball. Needs a quality cross. Grealish. Now it's Dewsbury Hall! Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Surely now! No, he's got that completely wrong. Caicedo. Sanchez sends that a long way. And it's Cucurella. Tarkowski makes the interception. Dewsbury Hall. He's through here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's managed to get free. Fernandez gets it away. Could be danger here. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Bino Gittins. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge-of-your-seat encounter.